Okay, I get it. It's October, it's Halloween season, and scary crap is running amok. Raise your hand if you guys have seen The Handmaid's Tale, because I've seen it, and that's why this story jumped out at me. Have you guys heard that Ring Camera and Flock Safety just inked a deal together? Because trust me when I tell you, this isn't The Handmaid's Tale is coming. This is The Handmaid's Tale is here, under his eye type of energy. All right? Let me tell you the story that you're not going to hear on the news. First, let's identify the players. Ring Camera is wholly owned by Amazon, which is owned by Jeff Bezos. That means he controls all the data and all the policy decisions, and I think it's fair to say that we all know he's in Trump's back pocket. All right, so that's Ring Camera. On the other side, Flock Safety is funded by a major venture capital group, Andreessen Horowitz, which is Ben Horowitz and Mark Andreessen, both of whom donated to Donald Trump in 2024. So when you connect those dots, that means that we have two companies who are both in Trump's back pocket, who are now aligned with the Trump regime. And I think it's fair to say that the Trump regime wants to turn the clock back on women's rights, well, everybody's rights really, but women's rights specifically, with the ability to track them for all kinds of bodily autonomy issues. We'll circle back to that. Just to be clear, that means that Flock Safety, which I'm going to come back to in a second, they signed a deal with Ring cameras, yes, the ones on your porch, to be able to surveil people nationwide. Flock Safety, they say that they're just license plate readers, but they have proprietary software that they call a vehicle fingerprint, which basically means that they can track every aftermarket modification that you've made to your vehicle's paint color, any dings, dents, bumper stickers. In other words, and it says this right there on the Flock website, they can track a vehicle even if you take the license plate off of it. So it is not a license plate reader. This is AI surveillance, full stop. It is in 49 states with 80,000 cameras already present in grocery parking lots, underground parking lots, universities, neighborhoods, and it is growing like wildfire. Guys, these things don't just watch you, they log everything, right? Date, time, the direction your vehicle is traveling. Fun fact, they're also used by more than 5,000 law enforcement agencies. And look, before I forget, yes, this could 100% be used by ICE for nefarious purposes. And of course, Ring Camera will say that that's not what's going on, but guys, again, I'll bring the receipts later in the video. So flash forward to October 16, 2025, when Ring Camera and Flock Safety ink a deal together, okay? And so what they're saying is gonna happen is that basically, if there's a crime in the area, right, that the Ring Safety app, which is called Neighborhood, that they will basically push a text message out to the people in the area where the crime happened and say, hey, do you wanna share with Flock Safety, this nationwide surveillance company, your particular footage from your front door? And you can opt out or you can say yes or no. Of course, that's Ring saying that it's voluntary. But guys, if you know the history of this company, you will see immediately why there's a problem with that. This isn't neighborhood watch. This is nationwide surveillance, powered by men who are in Trump's pocket. Now, before I tell you the truly hair-raising part of this, if you've made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, repost, and follow for updates. Leave the words, bye-bye, Ring Camera, if you feel that way by the time we get to the end of this video. If you enjoy my content, please go follow me over here on YouTube, because left-leaning creators are, well, you guys know what's happening here on TikTok. And the problem for me with this story is that both sides of the house have been caught misusing this system, not the least of which is Flock Camera in Texas. Sure, you guys heard about this. They used Flock cameras to track a woman who traveled for abortion care. No warrant, just a search and a few keystrokes, and they located her. And there have been documented cases of officers using Flock to stalk their ex-wives, their ex-girlfriends, track their every movement. Okay, and then look on the Ring side of the house. Ring Camera had a program called Request for Assistance, which in 2024, basically they had to shut down because the FTC charged them with deceptive privacy practices, aka Ring Camera employees were accessing private video footage of people in their homes, specifically women, and also their porches, and watching things that they had no damn business watching. But now they're back, rebranded, and saying, oh no, we learned our lesson. Now we'll ask for your permission. If you've heard anything about Flock, you're going to hear these talking points. So let me just dismantle them real quickly before I give you a solution, okay? No, this is not the same as your phone, because you can turn off location services on your phone. You could throw your damn phone out the window. Bye-bye tracking, okay? It's not the same as like an ATM or a convenience store camera, because that information is housed locally, right? That data is stored locally. It's not fed up to a cloud or fed into a nationwide surveillance network. Oh, and fun fact, the police have to get a warrant to get that information, not just login credentials and a curious mind. So when you have Ring cameras, which is millions and millions of porches in the United States and inside a lot of people's homes, married to Flock camera, that is a centralized, searchable, nationwide network that police or anyone with access can type in a prompt and see. So basically they could type in, oh, okay, whatever my vehicle type is, and then ask, where is every single place that I've been in the last month with no warrant, just because they were curious. It's the difference between we have footage of our parking lot or we have a map of your entire life. So when I found out about this yesterday, after I verified it, I spent hours and hours doing research, okay? Because I have a Ring camera. It's not on my front porch anymore. And I ordered the top one that's on this list. It's called UFI. And anyway, there are 5 cameras, everything from wired installations to non-wired installations, but all who are privacy first, aka not connected to the Flock system, not connected to Ring. So you can go, if you go here, which is my Substack, you can download it's just like a little Word document. It has links. And you can go decide which one of those cameras works best for you if you decide to not participate in the surveillance state of every single porch in the United States. By the way, you should also ask your HOA if they're using Flock. Ask where the footage is stored and ask if the police need a warrant. Because oversight used to mean protection. Now it means under his eye. I mean, guys, we can't stop them from watching from freeways or when we go to grocery store parking lots, park our vehicles, etc. You can't stop that, because those are contracts that we don't have access to. But we sure as hell can stop them from making every single front porch in the United States part of their surveillance dragnet. Oh, and fun fact, also releasing a whole fleet of drones. No, not kidding. You guys let me know. After hearing this, if you have a Ring camera, are you going to keep it on your front porch? Y'all let me know what you think, because this is very, very under his eye energy.